How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we are reacting to Hunted Down on the Highway by Snarled. Alright, so in case y'all guys were wondering why I have a sorta jacket on, it's kind of like a throw-over thing, because I woke up and it was a cold front, a very nice surprise, and it reminded me of fall and just Halloween and stuff like that. That's my favorite time of the year. So, of course I'm gonna react to Snarled because I'm already in the Halloween mood. I want a bit spooked. But, I decided to react to their latest, video, and it has to do with Mothman, which I'm not really scared of Mothman. He's kind of like a urban legend, kind of like Bigfoot or stuff like that, like the Loch Ness Monster. Like, he's in that vein. Like, he's scary in the sense of a wild animal. Like, if you see like a wild coyote like right in front of you, of course you're gonna get scared, but it's not like a demon or like something else scary like that, like in that perspective. But I'm super excited to go back to Snarled. It's been quite a long time since I did react to a Snarled video. So without any further ado, here is Hunted Down on the Highway.
Hey, I'm Markia. Wanna hear something scary?
I do. Didn't know what to say there. Final score. So it's not called Hunted Down the Highway?
In the real world, there's no honor amongst thieves, especially when it's their final score.
Oh, I like that.
Joe and Mike had been a
Shaggy?
bad influence on each
Looks
other
like Shaggy.
since high school.
Oh, a bad
and when
influence.
neither could hold down a job, they devised a vicious scam to make some easy money.
How vicious we
Find
talking?
someone old and get in and out
Bro.
of their house as fast as you can with whatever loot you can carry.
That's so messed
Joe
up.
told Mrs. Grantham some sob story about car trouble to get invited into her home. Once inside,
Why would you do that
Mike
to an old
asked to use
lady?
the phone while Joe kept her busy talking. He surveyed the living room as the
Come
old
on,
lady
man.
rambled on.
Now I'm rooting for the
place
Mothman.
smelled like mothballs and was cluttered with a long
I wonder why.
lifetime's worth of junk. But then Joe noticed the wooden box on the mantle. It was beautiful.
Oh.
Ornate carvings of winged creatures danced along each side of the small
That is pretty, though.
chest. An iron latch held it shut. Maybe there was something valuable inside.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I see you found the family coffer, came a voice from out of nowhere. Joe had forgotten about Miss Grantham. She'd been talking the whole time, but none of that mattered until she
Just
mentioned
one ear
the
out the
box.
other.
What's inside? Joe asked. I couldn't tell you.
Suspicious
It's sealed
music.
shut. Been in our family for years. Grandma used to say it was cursed, protected.
Oh.
The old lady traced her fingers over the box as she spoke. See the insects on the sides? Joe scoffed. They look like moths. Moths are harmless.
Grandma's getting a little creepy there.
Harmless? The old lady chuckled. Young man, there's a species of moth in Britain that feasts on human skin.
I don't
Other
want to hear
species
that.
are so incredibly toxic, their touch will shut down your respiratory tracts and cause
Fun?
anaphylaxis. Harmless appearances can often be deadly. Miss Grantham smiled and left
I like
the room.
this.
Quickly, Joe grabbed a tote bag hanging by the door and stuffed the box inside.
You didn't even have your own
He
tote
whistled
bag?
for Mike, their signal that it was time to go. They drove back to Mike's run-down apartment to divvy up the loot. Joe had to use a hammer and screwdriver to force open the latch, and once open,
After that story, you're
a
still
lone
gonna
moth
open it.
fluttered out of it. Joe shuddered as he recalled the old woman's stories of deadly moths.
Yeah.
But quickly forgot when he saw the 6 large
Whoa.
diamonds inside the box, inlaid into a much larger carving of some sort of moth god. The
Man,
two men
Mothman, perhaps?
This kind of score could have one of them set for life.
Just
They
one?
argued. Neither wanted to share the diamonds with the
Shaggy, what
other,
happened, man?
And soon things turned violent. Joe was much bigger than Mike, though, and he always carried a knife. He'd never heard anyone scream like that, and there was way
bad.
more blood than he expected to.
Oh,
He
did
didn't
you cut a
mean to
major
kill his
artery?
friend, but now Joe knew he had to get away quickly before someone called the police because they would want.
That's what
the
greed does
diamonds.
to you, man.
He threw the bag
Kill your
carrying
friend.
the box into the back seat and hit the highway. He was tired. but he couldn't rest until he reached the state line. Joe jumped as he felt something crawling on his arm. Another moth. Or was it the same one from the box? He shook his arm and it fluttered away. He then felt another one crawling on his neck and frantically
I feel stuff
swatted.
on me.
Another one flew into his face, and the car swerved as he tried to brush it off. Where were all these bugs coming from? Clicking noise
I wonder.
behind him. He looked back and saw the backseat
Oh,
was writhing
wow.
with hundreds of moths, all pouring out of the bag containing the box. The wings brushed every exposed inch of his skin. Moths landed and crawled inside his clothes.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say inside him.
And the car swerved again, crashing into the guardrail. Tires blew
Are
out
you
as
dead?
he skidded to a sudden stop. He reached into the mass of
Not
bugs
dead.
to find the bag, and then staggered out of the car as the swarm poured into the sky. He screamed again. He knew the car was useless and started down the road towards the next exit. He'd find another car to steal and make his getaway. Joe had the diamonds, so everything was fine. When he heard clicking yet again,
It's totally
he
fine.
fearfully expected to see the horde of moths following him, but when he looked up, he only saw one lone
Oh.
moth flying in the sky in front of the full moon. However,
It's like
that
Batman or
moth's
something.
silhouette grew
Oh.
and eventually eclipsed the moon. The breeze started to become a wind. Joe realized this was no ordinary bug and it was heading right
What gave you
for
that
him.
idea?
He turned and ran. The clicking grew closer. Joe cried out as he realized he had dropped the bag.
Wish
with
you had
diamonds
Shaggy with you,
somewhere
didn't you?
along the way, but they suddenly didn't matter anymore.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
surviving mattered. The wind became a gust, and the clicks a thunderous roar as something
hate that.
huge grabbed him. Joe tried to keep running, but his feet no longer touched the ground. He turned to stare into the gaping maw of a man-sized moth. Its spindly, hairy legs wrapped all around him as its massive wings pushed them higher into the night. The last thing Joe felt was the moth's first bite. The next morning, Miss Grantham found her family's cursed coffer back on the mantle where it belonged, waiting for the next person foolish enough to try and steal it.
You go, Granny. I think. I think I'm rooting for the Granny. All right,
Want
that was
more
really, really
Something
cool.
Scary? You can hear more
Obviously.
stories over on the Something Scary podcast.
Nice.
Available for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your
Okay.
favorite shows. The links are in the description.
Been super hardcore into
Thank you
podcasts
to all of our
lately.
patrons.
I probably will
While we
check
do
this
run a
out.
limited amount of ads, the show would not be possible without your support. If you'd
Good
like
job.
to submit a story, send me an email at somethingscary@snarled.com.
I got a pretty creepy
like
story.
and share this video if it gave you the chills.
I
And
shall.
don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and turn on the bell for notifications.
Already did.
And if you dare, follow me on social media. Until next time, my dark darlings, sweet dreams.
Thank you. All right, that was really, really cool. I really like that. It makes me miss like reacting to Snarled all the time, cause her and the other chick, I'm really terrible with names, but they're so good at narration. I love it so much. Now I know why they're the host of Snarled, to do the narrations and stuff for the stories, because they're top notch. I really, really like it. But I love all the not visual, but the audio cues and stuff. It's like, it's not everything has a audio. Keep wanting to say visual. But not everything has an audio cue, so whenever it does hit, it like really impacts you really, really good, and I really like that. So the story, it was pretty cool. I kind of knew where it was going, obviously, because it already had Mothman in the title. If it didn't have that, then I'd probably be a little more anticipated to see what comes next. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like down below, because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this one. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days.